Good night, Kapeash. 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 Good night, Kapeash.
Good night, Kapeash, y'all. Welcome to the podcast where we talk about trending stories or any topic that's going on in today's society, pop culture, and everyday living. I'm your host, Kapeash. This is my co-host, Kick-Ass Nick Kick-Ass. Sometimes y'all need your asses kicked, and then sometimes Nick just want to kick ass. It just really depends on, what cup runneth over. How you been, Nick?
Kicking ass, man. Life kicking my ass. I need to. Life kicking ass, man. All right, we do it. Missed a couple days, but I'm back.
Yesterday? Was it last night? Last night I did it by myself, and it was all right. I did cop cam yesterday morning. Well, no, yesterday afternoon at 3. Go check that out. I kind of went off.
Kind of went off?
Kind of went off. Oh girl. I'm trying to see, do I want to say this nice or not?
Say it how you saw it.
Say how I saw it. Okay. Oh girl trapped in her room. Escort. I'm gonna say an escort.
So a prostitute.
Man, with her kids in the crib. Dude trying to I guess punk his way up out of it. You know what I'm saying? She trying to get paid $125 off Cash App. Like, hey, send me the Cash App. It's not coming through. So she barricaded herself in the room, call her sister. Sister get her the message, hey, job is done. She like, all right, cool. What? She come out, and the part that we find out, the dude got a hole in his chest, died on the scene. Oh, me.
Are you insinuating that she killed him?
The sister.
For $125?
For $125.
And you prostituting?
And I didn't even go over the whole story because, like, once I got to that point right there, no lie, I got disgusted. I couldn't do it. I couldn't take it. I was getting so furious, and I didn't want to show the audience that, but yeah, that mug was really touched the nerve because she was just so calm. Yeah, man, I told my sister, like, woo woo. And then she was like, my kids in the other room. I was just like, man, she kept doing this the whole show.
I mean, I don't even think it started up there though. You feel me? I don't even think it started up there, just off the little information that you just told me. That's very unfortunate, man. That's actually what they say these days. That's crazy work.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy work.
Okay, what it say? You are smart, you are kind, you are beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Y'all, I said all of that, and I want to talk to him. I don't really want to get back into that type of story. I was very comical when I was telling that story too. It was going down. I was telling a lot of jokes. I was telling a lot of truthful jokes. But I would tell a joke, and then it'll turn out that it'd be true. Like what I said, I called out the Cash App. I'm like, oh man, so you in, I literally say, so you in here sucking dick, and you can't get paid out of Cash App. And sure enough, the old girl was like, well, he wouldn't give me his Cash App. No, he gave me 2 different Cash App, and none of it was dropped. I said, stop playing. I can't make this shit up if I'm not calling it right before it happens. And people, ladies and gentlemen, when I do cop cams, I don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. That's how it goes down on the cop cam show.
That's the crazy part. That is the crazy part. Because the one we watched last week, both of those curveballs here, curveball there. We don't know what's going on. That to be prostituting and using Cash App is crazy work.
With the kids in the other room. Okay, now this is one of the jokes I made about that too. I said the fact that your kids in the other room, you know you're not gonna have sex with him in the bedroom because that's your personal. So what are you doing it with in the front room, right?
Bedroom. You gotta go to the bedroom.
You ain't gonna go to the bedroom. Girls do not do that. Girls don't go to their bedroom. That's their sanctuary. They don't do that.
Why would I hop on the couch when my kids be on the couch?
Yet again, ladies and gentlemen, go watch that show. And I said,
I'm gonna have to watch
and I literally said that's how men think. Like what he just proved to y'all. Y'all gotta go watch that show. But you just proved what I said. How men think. I said, man ain't gonna do that because man gonna be thinking my kids ain't gonna be able to touch that. I literally said that.
That's crazy.
But yet again, you had that man. What show? It's called Cop. It was what did I title that show earlier? I think I just titled what? Oh, I got 2 subscribers.
You just put Cop Cam, we out here. Cop Cam, we out here because I saw it. I saw the notification for it.
Cop Cam, we out here. Go check that out.
That's crazy word.
Yet again,
bathroom.
I forgot I took it up. Yet again, y'all, I'm just saying it was. I don't want to go back over the story because yet again, I spent 50 minutes on that one cop cam story. 50 minutes. That's not like me. And I think another thing about it is, to me, just to be honest with you, the story wasn't even that good. For me to even spend 50 months, it was just the common things that are normally thought about that was happening, like the couch incident. You know how we feel about the couch. The fact that when the dude came in the crib, when the officer came in the crib, he did one of these. He looked at the body, he looked at her, he looked at the body, and said, "Grab." And I was like, grab. I was like, this is the truth. We got us one today. We got us one today. So y'all. And then on the sidetrack, it was some good ones. I felt that was like, I don't know. I thought I was only gonna spend like maybe 30 on the show.
I don't know. That's a lot going on. I mean, it's a lot going on. Just
if there's a lot going on to have no action.
Yeah, but you're a thinker like me, so you're already thinking about everything possible, like what they finna do with the kids. Why is y'all even in this situation?
Why is the kids at the crib? Another thing a man ain't gonna do, and I'm thinking that's a male prostitute, a male gigolo. I guess that's what they would call it. But I'm not gonna do it with my kids in the crib, even in the other room. I'm not, just not. I don't know why females like it's okay if for me to go get some booty and my kids in the other room. And yes, I've been on the receiving end.
I mean, I wouldn't even say that. I mean, I don't know prostitution shit. No, nothing illegal while the kids are in the house. But like as far as just getting some booty, oh yeah, go in the room.
So yet again, I want y'all to listen to her. As far as getting booty, maybe so. But if this is business, this is working time.
No.
I don't just want people to soak that in. I understand that's how a man thinks compared to a female.
But you know what? We don't know what type of situation the lady was in.
Sure.
So sometimes when you're in situations, you really don't have time to think. Rent due yesterday. You feel me? You really don't have time to think.
Bro, rent due yesterday. I'm still gonna send my my kids to my nieces and nephews. I got cousins. I got aunties. I got somebody on the list. I'm like, y'all, I'm gonna send. Now, y'all, just because it popped up, just because it popped up, I'm gonna replay it. I'm gonna go back to. I'm gonna skip around, but I
Hold on, but
definitely.
before you play it, I ask you this though. Do you think this was just on some prostitution shit, or do you think it was something deeper? Because remember, you said the girl texted her like the job is done.
Okay, so
maybe
the part I left out is the fact that instead of an old girl calling protection, because before she met all that, she said she called somebody that she was intimate with.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of calling a real protection, you call somebody that wanted to stand.
No, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase my. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Okay.
What if they were trying to rob?
I thought about that too.
Somebody that this is a regular prostitute. You know what I'm saying? This is a regular interaction between the two people. And what if they was like, man, we need to rob him this time? That's what
I thought about that. The suspect, no, I'm sorry, the victim was new.
Mm.
And the person who she talked about during the interview was old. And it kind of mixed up until she re-explained it and then the narrator broke it down. Because if you really listen to it, she treats you like a movie where she like, I'm gonna jump to when we sitting on the couch, but let me jump to where I met him at the gas station. And I was sitting here. Matter of fact, dog, I got to. I didn't really want to, but I'll do it again. Don't matter to me. But y'all, I'm gonna pick up right here where the girl has already she ran around the back to go get the police. So we ain't even go to the front door, right? We in now what we're doing is we're the police officer, we're just now getting in the crib, y'all. We're just now getting in the crib.
Inside, police find 39-year-old Waymond Danzy with an apparent gunshot wound to the chest.
Oh, young nigga. I didn't even put that out there. Keep that in back.
According to court documents, Waymond was pronounced dead on scene a short time later. Next, more backup arrives when all eyes turn to Jada for answers.
Hey, who are you? You live here?
To Jada for answers.
Hey, who are you? You live here? Hey, what happened? Like, hold on. Stay back. Hey, what happened?
Boys and girls of the jury, do me a favor. I know it's hard to see. I'm rewind for y'all. But I need y'all to look around the crib. It says, really, yeah. Look, please.
Dead on scene a short time later. Next, more.
Okay. First thing I ain't gonna even BS is that I did see a lot of toys. I'm just like, huh? This is before I even knew the kids. I was just like, damn, there's a lot of toys. Christmas tree on the floor. Ground. Damn. What is you doing?
So you saying her
Backup
kids over there?
arrives when all eyes turn to
Yeah, they're
Jada for
around.
answers.
Hey, who are you? You live here? Hey, what happened? She's like, hold on. Stay back. What happened? What happened, dude?
That's bad.
There's 2 or 3 of us over here. Hey, secure her. In the car. Okay. Come on, let's go that way.
Everybody don't need to be defunded. Okay. I did have my Wisconsin, you still on my defund list, okay? But my boy, I gotta go back to him. My boy said that so smooth. Show reassuring.
Hey, secure her. In the car. Okay.
Okay.
You right?
Go with that.
Now this was a little BS. It don't get saucy until it don't get saucy until
Just get the crowd.
precinct. Y'all, don't go lie. This is only one of the few investigations where, like, I cracked a lot of jokes.
Beginning, like why when you met Wayman, this guy, and you like me when you encountered with me.
I don't remember exactly what that way, but I know it was September.
September.
It was around September because I had to pay rent, and I was
You paid rent in September.
yes,
Okay.
I paid rent in September, but it was late.
Jada tells the detective she met the victim on an online dating site while working as an escort.
Yes, he contacted me on LinkedIn ad, and then we ended up having a conversation, and he had came by. But when he came by, I wasn't really dealing with a lot of stuff, and we were just talking. I was telling him just basically just I don't know. I felt comfortable with him. I didn't get a weird or vibe from him or anything. So we just was talking, and
No word vibe. I don't feel uncomfortable. I'm comfortable around him. The reason I'm saying that because yet again, that has a mindset. And I'm gonna use the words as my lovely chat said. She was able to kick her shoes off, but she was already at home, so her shoe was already off. For you to invite somebody to your crib, and I understand self-esteem level plays a part because it depends on where your self-esteem level at. It depends on how far a person comes through your door. Yes. Because if I don't have no self-esteem at all, multiple people are going to come to my door. My door is going to be unlocked. I have no self-esteem. I have no morals. And I seen it. I seen it done by male and female.
No, I mean, I get what you're saying, but I disagree with the self-esteem thing. Because that's like, I have a lot of self-esteem. But if right now, one by one, 10 females came in a row, I'm opening that door every time. I'm opening that door every time because it could be beneficial for me. And her in this situation, that's probably what the case was. Not saying she in the right or nothing, but before we even finished watching, just based off what you told me. So just think about what type of person she is. Gonna have sex in the living room, on the couch where the kids play. And if she's gonna do it this time, it's probably her first time doing it.
Hey, it's sad, but y'all do for September. You know, you been spending bits in September. That's a you tell me about months. Okay, some months. But yet again, what I'm iterating as in self-esteem and door opening.
Now I get morals. Morals, you might be right, but self-esteem, I'm gonna have to disagree with you respectfully.
Okay. For non-argument purposes, I'm gonna go to morals and keep dinosaur morals. Because yet again, your morals is gonna understand that I was comfortable enough to let this person come over. We was talking. So that means he know little itty bitty things about certain people around your circle.
Or even if you don't, just the fact
He
that
know.
you. I mean, if you
Listen, I ain't trying to. I'm not.
No,
I'm trying to be professional tonight instead of going hood.
Right, but of
This
course
is
he
a
knows.
hood situation.
Of course he knows. If she knows she's selling pussy, he know everything.
He actually had left. I had someone else come by, and then he stayed out there. And then he ended up coming back. He actually took me to the gas station. He came back. We
The same day when you met him.
Yeah.
Okay.
From there, like he just, I'm not gonna say like he wasn't like obsessed or anything. He just from that day, the moment he met me, he said he could tell that this is not, he thought I was different from the other girls. He just was at this point he became.
Now I want to break this down too, y'all. That's why I stopped at the first part because this part shook me up when I first heard it. He went from comfortable, cool, to I knew something was up because he said I wasn't. Which one is it? Which one is it?
It don't matter because this is already what I'm expecting to hear.
Yeah, but you're basically telling me a lie that got you intrigued by it, but you used that lie he got intrigued by it against. You're not like any other girl. Oh yeah, you think I could spend? You gonna spend money on me? I got me a regular. Yeah,
That's what it is.
I got a regular.
Like it was like she was like a guardian angel for me. He wanted to make sure I was okay. If something was wrong, call him. Even if he just had met me in the car, to sound crazy, it might be, I don't know, but he wanted to make sure I was okay.
Jada explains how her and Wayman had grown close in the months leading up to the shooting before delving into the details of another client, who she says sparked an alleged revenge plot after the mystery man refused to pay.
The first time when you said, tell me how, you asked for the money. You said you got a pigeon for the cash out.
Yeah, like kept lying about
And then you told me.
couldn't get it. So I said, okay, well, how about you just come back when she get everything situated? Like, it's no issues, no problem. Just come back and get everything situated. Because I think kind of like I already can tell bullshit, but I don't want to kick out of my house. I didn't want to,
Come
So y'all heard it out of her mouth. Cash App was salty. Y'all know how it is. That man send me my money. Cash App, man. Cash App. Y'all know how easy, simple Cash App is. My mother used Cash App, so stop playing with me.
Yeah, like I'm trying to keep everything cordial so this man can go and stuff. And then I don't know, he took that as like, I was weak or something. So then he just like, he not leaving.
Mm-hmm. He told you, or he just wouldn't be?
He said he's not leaving.
Okay.
He came here already. Why I gotta come back? I'm already here. I'm not leaving. I just had to pay this nigga gas money so I could come over here. No, it's just this, and he got the whole time he got the gun out.
Okay.
Now,
When you do
at this point, he got the gun and he pointed at me like, "So what you gonna do?" He get me. I'm not going nowhere. You got cameras in here. He walking around trying to look at stuff. He forced me to get it. He hit me. And then he got done and
Now, the new client. This the new client. This the guy on the ground. This guy on the ground, y'all. This is the main floor that you seen them officers looking at that I showed. Make sure that y'all seen in the beginning when y'all first showed y'all the video, them guys was standing over a body. They were doing one of these. That's what she's talking about now. But he had a gun.
Hold on. Based off what you heard her say, you think like that he a regular client, or you think
the regular client is supposed to be so-called the person that put him down, put the victim down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Basically, okay, so basically she just ratted somebody out.
Oh.
They said, hey, this dude, we've been talking for a while, you know what I'm saying? I kind of like to him, whatever. Basically sucking his dick on a regular. You're going to make it bring it out on me. You're going to make me bring it out. He going to make me do it. She been sucking on the regular. He was cool.
I don't know, because from what I hear, I think I'm not even sure he was a client. The dude who got killed, because it seemed like he was just a goofy giving her money and he finally snapped. But just based off the little that's what it sounded like.
he's just like, "Oh yeah, here, request this taking the money on this cash app." He gave it 2 cash apps. It's not showing up. I just say, look,
Look. Just because she said cash app?
2 cash apps. Now, 1 cash app, I'm a goofy. Okay, cool. I'm trying to get, hold on. 2 cash apps. Something transactional happened.
No, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course he
what? Of course he what?
You're giving her money.
No. Go back before that.
She haven't said that yet. I gotta infer. She ain't said that. Because how she's explained the story was like, he just always wanted to make sure I was cool, and that became real.
That was the that's John Doe.
The victim.
No. That's where you're tripping.
Oh. Okay.
That's why I said that's John Doe.
Okay.
Who she telling you about now with Cash App? That's victim. She's the suspect.
Okay.
So I just ratted out John Doe. I've been knowing him since September. Me and him. Woo.
No.
Yes.
You asked her about the dead dude.
She just, I promise you.
The first thing he said was, tell me about Wayman. Wayman is the nigga who's just on the screen, right? That's the dead dude. He asked her about him.
Wayman, okay.
He asked her about him. Let's finish. Let's see what's going on.
Okay. Just, you got on Cash App and you see, because when he was sitting on the bed, you told me to send it before any of this.
Hold on. Remember this. Dude Cash App is actually there and pulled out the gun. Victim on the ground.
Mm-hmm. That's what she did, right?
Yeah. Wayman is an old fling.
No, woman is the dead nigga.
I promise you.
Get the fuck out of here.
Before he ever pulled the gun out and stuff, he gave me look my app, like extended to me on these screens. And he
Cause why is he
I
doing
just said, you
that?
got my cash? And just trying to get my house. Don't even worry about it. You know, once you get this situation, you got the cash app, just send it to me.
Okay, how much you supposed to get you for that?
125.
125. For
Just want y'all to highlight like I did last time, just doing it right there, so y'all can see how much this is all over.
okay, but he won't. I mean, he just did. He basically didn't pay you for what we did, correct?
Mm-hmm.
He took it.
Yeah.
Took it. Too.
You heard what she said, right?
Right.
Yeah, she said he put the gun to her and raped her. That's what she said.
That's victim on the ground.
He didn't have the money.
He didn't have money to pay.
He didn't have
Yeah.
the money.
He wanted everything for free.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then from there, I went back in my room. My kids was in the other room. I went back in the room, and I just sat there and cried.
Huh? Who? The what? I just want you to just say.
Well, she said she was back in the room.
With who else is there?
Her kids.
Okay.
Till about, and then I called. That's when I texted my sister, and called her, and I was telling her
Who we just text now?
My sister.
what's going on and stuff, and I just sat there behind your fire, explained everything. Yeah, we hit barricaded my door. When I hung up the phone with her, I had a message on Peter, and it was from him, and that's when he texted me good with question mark. I never responded. I heard call my sister back. I'm like, he just called me. He just texted me, and
I knew it.
then from there, I went back in my room. My kids was in the other room. I went back in the room, and I just sat there and cried until and then I called. That's when I texted my sister.
Kids went in their room.
Mm-hmm.
You doing all of this, whatever happened. How about that? We're gonna keep it clean. Whatever happened, you did all that, whatever happened, my kids was there, period. Yet again, that's what I'm saying. Like, why is you doing this with the kids? Though? Like, the life that you're living, period, is dangerous. You can't. If you're gonna fuck around and find out, don't have everybody fuck around and find out.
That's a reckless way to live.
And called her, and I was telling her what was going on and stuff, and I just sat there behind your fire, explained everything. Yeah, we hit barricaded my door. And when I hung up the phone with her, I had a message on Peter, and it was from him, and that's when he texted me.
Well, I'm scared to look up what Peter is. Anybody know what Peter is? Cause I know I can just go on Messenger. I mean, on my Apple. See, like, what's Peter?
With question mark. I never responded. I heard call my sister. I'm like, he just called me. He just texted me, and that's when I went to barricade the doors.
You heard that right. Jada says her alleged assailant sent her a message saying, quote, "We good?" after the incident. A message she says she later showed to Waymond before the pair allegedly decided to get even.
Oh, okay.
That's on Wayne because Wayne got mad.
Oh, okay. Okay, so when the text message started coming in from him,
like everything's okay. You know?
so you showed why I'm telling.
I couldn't go no further, Brian. Really?
No, I mean, shit. So she said the nigga up. She sent the text to somebody, right?
Well, why you gonna do all this thing while your kids though? Why you gonna be that crazy and reckless, period, while your kids? Why are you gonna send your kids in the other room and go in another room and then barricade your door? So you can't even protect your kid.
That is crazy work. Crazy. That is crazy. Just to even say that.
When I heard it, I'm not gonna even lie to nobody. When I heard it on the earlier show, I really skipped past it because like it hit me a little too hard. I was like, no. Let me just nah.
I mean, when you skip past it, you don't think about it.
Oh, I thought about it, but
barricade your.
I just didn't have proper
No,
role.
I'm
proper
saying no
word.
me because I just didn't think about it until you said something.
Huh? Oh my God. Well, let me highlight that for people that really didn't pay attention to her really saying that stuff. I barricaded the door. My kids went to their room. So if dude wanted to come back, he was on the phone, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, if anything.
Let me ask you this though: do you think she was telling the truth though? Because that's initially why I just skipped over it because I don't think she's telling the truth. But that doesn't even matter because she said it. It almost proved my point because it don't make sense.
Okay. Lying. Okay, sure. Okay. But she lied. Everything she said on her was a lie. Bet.
No, I'm not saying that.
No, hold on. I'm just saying, bet everything she said is a lie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you incriminate yourself then? If I'm gonna lie, I'm not gonna incriminate myself.
It might be true. That might be true.
Or okay. Or since you said it like that, better yet, I'm gonna try my best, quote, not to incriminate myself.
Okay, you say that, right? So you look at the decision she made before all that, before she even got in this room. You already have it prostituting while the kids at home. You in the living room, so you probably don't make smart decisions if you do those two things back to back and then lead up to this. So she probably don't even know what she's doing.
I don't even want to.
Man, go on to no something else.
Dude, please, thank you, because I promise you, I probably like. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll probably catch her ass. That's just like the more and more you hear, and then you can. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Whoever put me up onto this, I thank you, and then I not thank you at times. Like this case right here. That case right there, I was like, man, see. What the hell? Just what the hell? Also, thank you because I ain't even know sitting in a room with them can be that interesting for me to even put a little show together. I just found me. I think I almost found me another little itch. Stop playing. Playing. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, stop playing. Stop playing. I think I want to do this one exclusive for y'all like this because this is a no joker. This is one of those that's going to trip. We got to listen to the words. We got to be careful. And another reason why I want to break this one down because yet again, this is stepping into a realm that Honestly, I haven't been around since I was probably in high school. I have never been around a person that tripping on balls, tripped their balls off. Haven't been around nobody since, yeah. I live in Vegas. I don't give a fuck. Know all that shit. So a lot of people trip. I done seen people because there's a good concert around the corner that is made for tripping. I forgot the name.
How would you even know if you're around people that's tripping? On me, how would you know?
How would you know? Words. They choose certain words.
Okay.
People that trip. Choice of words. It's really choice of words. They use trippy words, and then they quit to admit that they're tripping because they're enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? A person on coke is not going to admit they're on coke. They're just on coke. They're doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? A person smoking weed, I think we are the era where we really don't admit that I'm high. You know what I'm saying? Now, a stoner, a hippie stoner, probably will. Bro, I'm stoned as fuck, bro. But a weed party, nah. Yeah.
You ever tried acid?
Once.
Mushrooms?
Shrooms, yes.
I've never tried acid. On me, but I have been around people who tried. Mushrooms I've tried.
So ladies and gentlemen, y'all like, man, what is y'all talking about? Y'all know I got an exclusive because I'm with kick-ass Nick here, boy. I got it. I can see people put me up to one of those things right now. Calm down, Kapeash. I thought it was good night, Kapeash. Not F up, Kapeash. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get into
it. At the University of New Mexico, where one room has just become a crime scene after a shooter fired multiple rounds, killing a 14-year-old boy and injuring another.
Are they just going next door to each other?
A group of teenagers are caught on surveillance cameras moments before disaster when witnesses describe hearing gunshots ring out and glass shattering before a heavy police presence arrives on scene.
Do you want to attempt to or just?
we can do it. Oh yeah. We got footage. We got footage on top of footage. Oh yeah. I like this, man. Please get comfortable. Light your blunts. Get comfortable. Y'all know what time it is. I'm finna go show off my boy. Coming soon, y'all. Introducing a new show to come soon. Burning Cops.
Burn coffee, hot enough to wake the dead. Come on over, grab a seat.
We're here for it.
Let's toast to that. Cheers, y'all.
Yeah.
Burn had beautiful bean footage. That's what it's. I like that. I've never saw that. That's new in. I've never saw that.
Pretty soon I will be working on people's intros and redoing them and upgrading. Everybody's probably gonna get an upgraded intro probably every 6 months out of me. You know what I'm saying? From my point of view, from you know what I'm saying. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this footage. Oops.
Time is 4, yeah, because it'll get us to the next. There's the kids coming back again. That's 105.
Police said the shooting left one teen dead, a 19-year-old suffering from a gunshot wound and another shaken but uninjured. The two left alive, who were allegedly in the room during the incident, flee to a parent's home, where they are caught on a doorbell camera minutes before rushing to the hospital.
Shot. We have him here with us. Yeah, the bullet grazed his head. So I'm gonna head down to you, but I'm gonna have to take this to the hospital.
I feel like he like, bro, if you don't hurry up and sober up, try to get your story straight. You need to get your shit together.
But I'm gonna head.
Hours later, police catch up with their suspect, who is about to face a sobering reality. Police identify the suspect, seen here, as 18-year-old John Fuentes, who was the subject of a manhunt after he said he retreated to a family member's home following the shooting. To a hospital to be treated for injuries of his own.
Close it up.
Stay with my jacket.
What's up?
No, not much is going on. We'll talk about it.
Alright, I'm about to talk to the officer first and then we'll talk, okay? Let's hang on to that officer.
So when we got to him, he had cuts on his wrists. He was involved in the shooting at UNM.
Okay.
So yeah, he has deep cuts. We're thinking it's from him breaking windows with his fists. And that's how he sliced his arms. Bringing him here because, EMTs did check him out, but I saw as he was in the holding cell, he was still bleeding, so I want to make sure that, everything's clean and ready to go.
Once clear from the hospital, John is taken to the police station to be processed before detectives arrive to question him.
I'm gonna go the inside of the cheek pick. And I'm gonna do this.
Bro, I don't know. I could be underage doing this.
Underage?
Yeah. He kid like 14.
He 18, man.
He 18?
Yeah.
Still too close for me.
Yeah, shit, me.
I wasn't that bad.
Listen, I was in 8th grade. The police came and got me out of the class, man.
Huh?
That's what it got. Just doing stupid shit, you know?
And then I remember whenever I was on top of the roof, I just remember I had this Glock 19 on me, and I was just like out of it. I didn't even know where the heck I was at. And that's whenever I was.
Did you hear what he just said?
You ready?
Did you hear him though?
I heard.
I was on the roof and I had a Glock 19. But I don't know what I was at. You're done. You done. But I feel him though. Act crazy.
Acid ain't acting. You tripping balls, colors, or what's it call it?
Man, he just said I had a Glock 19. We was on the roof.
So you was knowledgeable to know that you was on the roof.
With a Glock, not with a Glock 19. Out of all the guns, you just knew it was a You remember a little more than you let on, buddy. You feel me?
What does acid does to the body?
It sounds like you might be talking about LSD. That's a mind-altering drug, so it can change how you think and feel, alter your sense of time, and cause you to hallucinate. Physically, it can raise your heart rate, blood pressure, and body temperature, and cause things like dizziness or nausea. But also, some people could be talking about acidic foods or substances, which is completely different. Which one were you thinking of?
What is the effect for a kid 18 and under? I said, I don't even want to answer that. Hey, and answer that.
The effects were generally the same, altering their perception and thinking. But with younger folks, because their brains are still developing, the risk of things like long-term mental health issues, overwhelming panic, or even flashbacks, that can be more of a concern. Also, their judgment isn't as developed, so they might act impulsively and dangerously.
I see the way over there.
I'm just saying he remember off. This is just the beginning. You already knew what type of gun, even if you were hallucinating. You know, it's just weird to say Glock 19.
I just remember I had this Glock 19 on me, and I was just like out of it. I didn't even know where the heck I was at, and that's whenever
You went from knowing that you was on the roof to not knowing where you was at.
What are you done for?
I was like calling. I didn't even know where I was at. Like I was like, I remember I kept calling my dad. I was like, I think I got laced or something. I was like, I'm on top of a roof on UNM. I was like, I think I just shot two people. I'm like, I'm losing my mind. I remember I was just running to like the UNM. I remember it was just a bunch of UNM cops outside. I was running and running. And I remember I went like this. I was like, help, help, help. I'm bleeding. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, I can't control. And then I remember just seeing, I didn't even know it was just my uncle's truck right there. I didn't even know if it was him. And thank God he saved me. He was just like, yeah, hop in. What's going on? And like, he thought I got like trumped, and because I told him, I said I thought, I don't know, there's something in the cocaine, or I don't know. He just, what I kind of remember is just glass breaking. I remember, and just full sprint running, just out of breath, going, just like I don't.
John tells investigators he remembered running and holding a gun before he was picked up and ushered away from the scene. But next, investigators want to know how he learned the outcome of the attack.
And then I remember my mom went to go like peep out the scene, and then she tells me the whole news is there, and that she looked on the news and one's injured and one's deceased, and that's when I started losing my mind. I was like, couldn't believe what I did. Just like Rambo jumping out, and then just like I remember
He batted up about it.
You said what?
I say he batted up about it.
His ass lying, boy.
There's parents.
Nigga ain't even crying or nothing, man.
What you supposed to cry
When
about?
you find out you killed it, you gonna have way more. But how do you know you ain't gonna be lying? His ass lying. He's supposed to be crying. You look at the tissue right there, man. Because they know. He's supposed to be crying, man.
See, this is what's wrong with the norm. Because, yet again, he may supposed to be crying, but is he fully done off tripping off acid? How much acid did he take? Reality.
Look, he ain't said nothing about no ass. He talking about cocaine, man. He ain't said nothing about no acid. You heard him was just something in the cocaine, which means he was already doing coke. You know what I'm saying? His ass lying. It went from I'm not knowing where am I? Oh, on the roof with this Glock 19. You know what I'm saying?
Broke so good though.
Glass breaking and all type of sparks flying and shit, man. His ass lying.
I looked in my pants and I had a 19, and then that's whenever I went to the parking lot near my car, and I was like literally just looking for any cop I could find to help me. Like help. And that's whenever I ran into those people and I was like, help, help, help. And then they were like, I pulled out the Glock, I literally threw it in front of me. I was like, please help, help, help. And then they're like, they just drove off, yeah. But that's literally all I remember. But I remember just looking around like, what the actual hell? What did I take? I kept telling my dad, I think I got laced. I think I got laced. UNM, come out. I don't even know. I was like, I don't even know. And then I have an interlock. So, and then we were also drinking too. So I was like, I can't even drive. I don't know what to do. I was going insane.
That is a Paris probably one of their worst fears of all fears. Knowing that your kid is a drug addict out here driving.
Hell no.
Doing all crazy stuff. You say no? Boy, let's go ask a real parent.
Man, I would say, well, you're right. No. Everybody do that shit, man. My worst fear is my son got to making a fool of himself like that. Lying to make up all these damn stories, man.
So you want your son
to be honest. If you actually did that shit, don't just get up there and just like you making a fool out of the whole family, man. Out of both families. You already killed the motherfucker, man. Show some respect, man.
I ain't trying to laugh, but I get what you
killed the motherfucker. You ain't a lot, man.
I get it. I get what I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? More now than how I was thinking. I totally see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Okay. It was the you already killed the motherfucker. Shows her respect.
I completely like felt like it was frying my brain, and I didn't even remember like it was probably the worst experience I ever had.
Oh, that sounds rough.
And then at some point I completely lost the Glock. I literally like blacked out. I don't know what was going on, but yeah, I don't remember where the hell any of my went. I remember I ran up to my uncle with just my underwear on, and he was like, "What the hell happened to you?" And I told him, I think I got laced or something. I completely blacked out. I don't know what the hell that fool had in there. And then Nah, I don't even know. That's what bugs the hell out of me. I couldn't even. I literally just freaking. It was like the worst fucking thing ever.
As John continues recounting his version of events, detectives notice one important part missing and dig in to find out what exactly happened inside the dorm room.
So like kind of like go through like the events of like you guys hanging out. Like did you guys just start, doing cocaine and acid like right away, or were you guys just hanging
Pretty
out?
much, because it was already late, and then he had work in the morning. So I was like, well, we can hang out now and get it over with now, since because he had like work the other, and then what is it? I told him I don't want to be all tweaked out whenever my freaking have to go. One of my family members was gonna bring like she's a couponer. She's gonna bring all kinds of clothes and soap and oil. It's just to help us out. And I remember I told him, well, I'd rather just do it on the day where whenever. So like the night we do it, I don't want to be going and hanging around with my family the morning. You know what I mean? The next morning. So I told him, oh, let's just do it now. Let's just go now. That he just had work in the morning. He was like, yeah.
So you guys like you got there and you started doing cocaine and acid?
Yeah, I mean him popped like a tab and a half. And then I remember after that he just like, let's do line, let's do bump, let's do bump.
Acid and coke. Damn. Boy. And you wonder why black kids just smoke weed and drink Hennessy.
Shit, you think that's what black kids do, man?
Well, I understand the Xanax and the pills and all, but I don't understand that stuff. But
They done went to prescription shit, man.
Was that in his room or in one of your cars?
I was in his dorm.
His dorm, okay. At a certain point, were people like getting on each other's cases, or did somebody start becoming obnoxious or start a fight, or like what do you remember in there, man? What happened? I mean, we kind of heard some things from some other folks, but we really want to hear your take on it.
Somewhat of a iron. I just remember it was going so quick. We could have been arguing. I don't really remember crap, but I just remember somewhat of me holding his pistol, like looking at it off the acid, like all just tripping out on it,
bro.
that's true. And that's how people do on acid. Everything is very.
No, I understand.
Yeah, that is true. Now, he pulled it out specifically to look at it because he was tripping off acid, I would want to say that's most likely true.
No, I understand how that can be possible.
But it's just But the thing is, if it's not your first time doing this, then you probably ain't gonna really pull it out because it's something normal. Whatever.
Ain't no excuses, man. You remember a whole lot of who's on drugs.
Just like I remember, I don't even remember what the fuck happened. I remember it was just like a movie. And then that's whenever I was just running around like an insane person around the campus trying to find help.
You remember how you left the room? They left the room? Whoever left?
I don't remember.
What led you to believe that you may have shot two people?
Because I was just full of blood, and I remember the Glock before I was messing with it. I remember it had bullets, and then I remember I took out the clip and it was empty. And I was like,
damn,
bleeding and
damn. Hold up. Wait a minute.
You remember too much shit, man.
How many bullets did you put in there? 16 in the clip and one in the chamber. He said, I remember. Damn. Mm. We got to be more careful.
I just thought I shot myself because there's this big ass welt right here. So I remember my ears were ringing. So I definitely knew something was up. I don't know. My mind was running a million miles per second. Because I just remember, like, I didn't even know if it was me who shot or them. But I remember just loud noises running. And I remember I went, like, I laid down under a bush and I checked the clip and it was empty. And I was like, oh, bro. Like, if I thought someone was going to kill me, I was like,
Shot the nigga on purpose.
that's whenever I think I climbed on top.
He said
He lying. He didn't acknowledge this. He didn't say this shit one time. He know he did it. He insinuating that he did it. He didn't say that shit not one time. This is trying to come up with the cover story. And I was on drugs and I don't know, but I remember. You know what I'm saying? You going in circles, you talking in circles, you said the same 5 things the whole time. I remember, I don't remember, but then, you know what I'm saying?
Top of the roof. And I remember I was like straight going insane. I was like knocking on the windows. I was like, somebody please help, somebody please help. Help me, help me, help me. And then I was keep getting paranoid that like someone was gonna like I was gonna knock on a window and someone was just gonna blast me or something like that. That's whenever I was like, I was losing my mind. That's whenever I just said, I remember I just took off my pants and no, I remember I hopped in the water fountain out there, like a stream, or I don't know what the hell it was. And I remember I was washing off my cuts, getting a drink of water, and I was soaked. I was freezing. That's whenever I was on top of the roof, and then I remember I took off my socks, I threw them because they're soaked. They're all getting all muddy, and I took off my pants, I threw them too, and then just full sprint. I remember at that once I took off. I remember I was like, I need help. So I started full sprinting. That's whenever.
Oh my goodness.
Online records show.
Get you something to eat. Try to chill you out. Try to detox your mind, and then we go turn yourself in. At some point, I told her I'm gonna have to. I was like, either if I don't turn myself in, they're gonna find me. I was like, there ain't no doubt about that. So
do you want us to tell you who was injured?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm asking. Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Okay. So the little brother, he's 14 and he's dead. What? And then injured, but not seriously. It's not.
What? How much the blocked? Oh, what the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Very easy work.
Online records show John is facing charges of second-degree murder, aggravated battery, aggravated assault, and tampering with evidence. 2 other teens are also reportedly facing charges connected to the deadly incident, including 19-year-olds Zion Miera and Daniel Archuleta, who both face charges of tampering with evidence, drug possession, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. At last check, all 3 have pleaded not guilty to their charges. John is expected back in court this winter.
trying to with today's society and people like me and everybody who's getting into this life of this podcast and able to see this, it's gonna shine a light on some stuff and sway people idea of thinking when you're starting to see like a bunch of cases. Because everybody can always say, yeah, I heard cases, I seen things and stuff like that. But now to see, know, and can point a finger like, oh, I heard about that story. No, it was this person right here, and we're breaking this down. And it's gonna be on an everyday, daily basis, constantly seeing these stories. Y'all y'all not gonna like a lot of this stuff. Some of y'all are, some of y'all can stomach it. But a lot of y'all not gonna like this. I promise you. And with that, what you got to say?
What I got to say?
I
got nothing to say.
Nothing to say? Nothing to tell them? Nothing to tell these people?
Stop doing stupid shit.
Well, damn. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, good night, Kapeash.
Good night, Kapeash.